This is absolutely insane, folks. We're talking about a major scandal in the NBA, and the ripple effects could go far beyond just one player. Now, Stephen A. Smith said on First Take that the league is facing some serious questions about integrity and transparency, and this latest situation only proves it. Let me break it all down for you. So, here's what's going on. Kawhi Leonard, superstar, Clippers, $28 million endorsement deal with a company that, get this, never even hosted the event. According to reports, this was funded by $50 million from Clippers owner Steve Ballmer. Stephen A. said on First Take, and I'm quoting him directly here, "If this is true, this is a scandal that could shake the entire NBA. I mean, shake it." And he's right. It's not just about Kawhi. It's about circumventing the salary cap. It's about fraudulent activity, and it's about whether any team can be trusted to operate cleanly. Now, after this news broke, the Clippers came out and said they had no idea about the fraudulent dealing. Stephen A. pointed out, again on First Take, that doesn't matter. The NBA sees this, the league sees this, and investigations are coming. You can't just sweep something like this under the rug. You can't. Not in this league. Not with this many people watching. And that's exactly right. The NBA is not going to ignore a $28 million endorsement deal that never actually happened. But here's where it gets even more interesting, folks. Stephen A. said, "This is just the beginning." After Kawhi, all eyes are now on Jalen Brunson and his team-friendly contract with the Knicks. Now, let me tell you something. Brunson took a huge discount when he joined New York. He gave up potential earnings to make the team better. According to reports, he opted for a 4-year, $104 million deal in 2022, then a 4-year, $156 million extension in 2024, when he could have waited a year and signed a 5-year, $256 million contract. That's nearly $100 million less. And Stephen A. said, on First Take, "Let me tell you something, folks. When a player does that, it's not because they're naive, it's because they're trying to help the organization. But it also raises eyebrows, and that's the key. Everyone's watching. The NBA is always watching." Stephen A. also said, and I can't stress this enough, Adam Silver and the league office, after Kawhi, they are not going to ignore any team that makes unusual moves, especially a team like the Knicks. You better believe they are looking at every contract, every deal, every endorsement, and every clause to make sure everything checks out. And that's exactly what's happening with Jalen Brunson. His team-friendly deal? It's under scrutiny. His decision to sign less money up front? It's being questioned. Stephen A. even said, "It's a cautionary tale for players. You want to help your team? Fine. But the league is watching. Every move is under the microscope." And here's the bottom line. According to Stephen A. Smith, Jalen Brunson did what he thought was best for the Knicks. He wanted to give the team flexibility to pursue free agents, make trades, and stay competitive. But even the best intentions can attract suspicion. Stephen A. said, "It's not that he did anything wrong. It's that the timing, the amounts, and the structure of the deal invite attention. And in the NBA, attention equals investigation." Now, think about it. A player taking less money, helping his team, yet the league might investigate because it looks irregular. Stephen A. said on First Take, "That's the world we live in. That's professional sports today. Everything is magnified. Every contract, every extension, every bonus, every clause. Nothing is ignored." And you know what? He's right. Because unlike Kawhi's deal, Brunson's was real. He played, he contributed, he helped the Knicks. But it's still being dissected. So here's what you need to know. The Kawhi Leonard situation was the spark. Jalen Brunson is the next headline. Stephen A. emphasized the Knicks are under the microscope, not because they did anything wrong, but because they're smart. They're trying to build a team, and in this league, that invites attention. Folks, this is just unbelievable. Stephen A. Smith said it straight on First Take. The NBA is never boring, and right now, if you think you're safe just because you're following the rules, think again. Every smart move can become a story, and every story can become a scandal. So, Knicks fan, keep your eyes open. Pay attention to every report. And remember Stephen A's word, intent matters, but perception rules the league. Kawhi might have started the fire, but Brunson is the next chapter, and the NBA is watching. You can't make this stuff up. All right, folks, let me break this down for you, because it's getting absolutely wild in New York. And Stephen A. Smith said it himself on First Take. This is something everyone needs to understand. We're not just talking rumors or speculation here. We're talking about Jalen Brunson making huge sacrifices for the Knicks, and yet somehow people still want to question it. Stephen A. was crystal clear. Haters everywhere. Some people want to assume the worst because they can't handle seeing a team actually do things the right way. And you know what? He's right. Let's be clear. Just because some organizations might operate in shady ways, and some players might chase endorsements or off-the-books deals like we saw with Kawhi Leonard, that does not mean the Knicks or Jalen Brunson are doing anything wrong. Stephen A. Smith said on First Take, "The Knicks are not that kind of organization. Jalen Brunson is not that kind of player. He's making these sacrifices because he believes in New York. He wants to be here. He wants to help build a contender." And folks, that's exactly what he did. Brunson sacrificed nearly $100 million to help the Knicks structure their team in a way that maximizes success now and in the future. Stephen A. emphasized, and I quote, "He didn't do this for a gimmick. He didn't do this to get headlines. He did it because he wants New York to compete, to win, and to be a legitimate NBA powerhouse." That's a bold statement, and it's 100% accurate, and it doesn't stop there. Stephen A. said, "The Supermax is on the table, and let me tell you something, Jalen Brunson will get it. He deserves it. After everything he's done for this team, after the sacrifices, after the loyalty, he will absolutely get every penny he is owed. And if you don't believe that, you don't understand New York basketball." And you know what? He's right again. Whether it was promised verbally or structured formally in his contract, Brunson has earned that Supermax, and Stephen A. is making it very clear to the world on First Take. Now, I know some of you out there are thinking, how could a player leave so much money on the table? Why would the NBA even look at this? Stephen A. addressed that directly. Some NBA insiders might struggle to believe it, but that's because they don't understand intention. Not every superstar is in it for the money. Some are in it for the team. Some are in it to build something bigger than themselves. And that's exactly what Jalen Brunson did. He gave up personal gain so that the Knicks could construct a team that is now a legitimate Eastern Conference contender. Let's talk numbers and odds, because this is where it gets even more impressive. Stephen A. Smith pointed out, FanDuel and other odds makers are now putting the Knicks among the favorites in the Eastern Conference. Why? Because of the smart moves and sacrifices made by players like Jalen Brunson. Cleveland is still the favorite at plus 2-10, but the Knicks are now at plus 320, up from plus 270. That may seem small to some, but Stephen A. made it clear that shift reflects the fact that the Knicks can afford to keep key players, make trades, and compete at the highest level because of Jalen's decision. Stephen A. also said, "Do you think Vegas would consider the Knicks an Eastern Conference contender if Brunson didn't take a discount? Of course not. That's why this move mattered. That's why it's historic. The Knicks are built to win right now, and they wouldn't be able to do it without him." And think about that. Because of Brunson's smart and selfless decision, the Knicks can pursue free agents, trade for stars, and structure contracts in a way that keeps this team competitive for years. And here's the kicker, folks. Stephen A. said on First Take, "Investigate all you want. Look into every number, every clause, every decision. After all of that, the conclusion is obvious. Jalen Brunson is the real deal. He is loyal, smart, and the exact kind of player that makes a franchise successful. He is not just helping the team today. He's shaping the Knicks' future for years to come. So, when the NBA or any media outlet wants to scrutinize this deal, Stephen A. is telling the world, stop overcomplicating it. Stop questioning character when the facts are clear. The Knicks are clean, and Jalen Brunson is an MVP-level teammate in terms of loyalty, effort, and commitment. And for Knicks fans, That's something to celebrate. That's a player you can truly build around. Make no mistake, folks. After all of this, after the scrutiny, after the investigations, what Stephen A. Smith is saying on First Take is simple. Jalen Brunson is him. He made the move. He sacrificed. He delivered. And the Knicks are the beneficiaries. No ifs, no buts. He is the cornerstone, and his legacy in New York is already cemented. So here's the bottom line, folks. Stephen A. Smith made it very clear on First Take, and I couldn't agree more. Jalen Brunson is exactly the type of player you want leading your team. He's that guy. He's the heart, the engine, and the brain behind what the Knicks are building right now. And after everything we've broken down, Kawhi Leonard, the Clippers' mess, and all these reports, you start to see why Stephen A. keeps hammering this point home. The Knicks are in a completely different category because of players like Brunson. He's not just making moves on the court. He's making sacrifices off the court, taking team-friendly deals, giving the Knicks flexibility, and essentially ensuring that New York stays competitive now and in the future. And let's be honest here. When you look at the bigger picture, the NBA and its insiders will always be watching the Knicks. They're always under the microscope. That's why Stephen A. emphasized it on the show. If you think Jalen Brunson is doing anything shady or underhanded, like some other players we've seen in recent years, think again. That's not him. That's not the Knicks. They do business the right way, they play by the rules, and they make smart decisions. Stephen A. even said it. Brunson sacrificed big money to help this team, and now, even before the season starts, he's set to earn every penny of that Supermax deal. That's loyalty. That's commitment. That's what separates him from the rest. So as you digest all these reports, from Kawhi Leonard's endorsement scandal to the scrutiny on Jalen Brunson, remember what Stephen A. said. This isn't a warning. This is a confirmation. Brunson has proven he's the real deal. And if you're questioning it, you're missing the story. The Knicks are better off for it. The Eastern Conference is noticing it. And Vegas sees it too. FanDuel has the Knicks as one of the favorites to win the East this season, and a lot of that has to do with what Brunson has done for this team. Now, I want to hear from you guys. What do you think about all these bombshell reports coming out? Not just about Kawhi Leonard, but about Jalen Brunson and the Knicks' future. Drop your thoughts in the comments below, because I want to see what you think. And if you enjoyed this breakdown and the First Take perspective from Stephen A. that I brought you, smash that like button, leave a comment, and of course, make sure you're subscribed to the channel with notifications turned on. Until next time, Knicks fans, take care of yourselves, your families, and your community. Keep supporting the team, keep the faith, and remember, Jalen Brunson is him. He's that guy, and he's only getting started. Peace and love.